When will Taiwan open up its borders? Well, that's a difficult question with a lot of answers depending on what you define as open and who those borders might be open to. Health Minister Chen Shih-chung says health authorities won't consider relaxing quarantine rules until 70% of the population has had one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine, with at least 60% fully vaccinated. So when will that be? Well, Taiwan is already at 70% with one dose, so that target gets a tick. But right now, only 30% of people are fully vaccinated. The government says it will work towards reaching 60% by the end of the year. Is that realistic? Well, in the month of October, the percentage of people fully vaccinated has gone from 12% to 30%. At that rate, Taiwan's population could hit its target of getting 60% of people fully vaccinated in about 45 days, or a month and a half. So that puts us somewhere in mid-December. But bear in mind that's just a ballpark estimate that assumes that the rate of second vaccination stays constant, which might not be the case. So far, Health Minister Chen Shih-chung has stayed tight-lipped about what changes could come in, but it looks like something is going to have to give when it comes to Lunar New Year. Chen says at least 31,000 people are set to come back to Taiwan at the end of January to celebrate the holiday with their families. The problem is, quarantine facilities are already almost at capacity. So where do people quarantine if everywhere's booked up? Well, health authorities say they're looking into a few different alternatives. One would be to allow some form of home quarantine. Another would be to shorten the quarantine period. The third option would be to waive quarantine entirely for certain travellers. And the final option authorities are discussing is issuing a temporary ban on entry for certain foreigners to free up space for returning Taiwanese. Chen says authorities are more likely to shorten the quarantine period or waive the quarantine requirement after the Lunar New Year. Now, the Central Epidemic Command Center is due to give its report on the Lunar New Year in the next week or so. So, till then, we'll just have to wait and see.